This is exclusive video of Alicia Owens after the Newcastle Police Department and State Attorney General's office arrested her this morning. In June, police say first responders were called to this home along Electric Street for an unresponsive 18-month-old baby, Iris Jacoby Alfera. According to the criminal complaint, Owens was alone with the baby as Iris's dad went to the store. Owens claimed the baby fell off the bed, but doctors suspected her injuries were the result of child abuse. Iris was flown to Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh, where she died a few days later. Since then, her family and the community has been pushing for answers and justice.
It angered us. A lot of people in the community were angry. They wanted immediate justice. Our job is to get it right.
Iris Rita Alfera was born on December 2, 2021 in Newcastle, Pennsylvania, to her mother Emily Alfera and father Bailey Jacoby. 22-year-old Emily Alfera described baby Iris as a bubbly and happy baby. From the moment of her birth, Iris' smile radiated and her eyes sparkled. She was loved by her family and brought so much joy and laughter to those around her. Emily and Bailey were dating and living together when they were 20, and she became pregnant with Iris in March of 2021. The couple split sometime after Iris was born, and she and Bailey had a visitation arrangement where Bailey would get Iris every Wednesday and Friday to Sunday every other weekend. According to Emily, Iris never had any health issues. However, the issues began on a Wednesday night in late March. When Iris went home with her mom on Thursday, she defecated after her feeding, and this is when Emily noticed water beads in her diaper. The water beads had expanded to the size of a quarter. She immediately contacted the toddler's pediatrician, who advised that if she passed any more beads to go to the emergency room. That next weekend, Iris went back to her father's house for his weekend visit, where he lived with his girlfriend Alicia Owens at 420 Electric Street. Bailey later called Emily and said Iris was passing more of the water beads. The mother picked the toddler up and immediately went to the emergency room, where an X-ray showed 3 watch-sized batteries and a very tiny screw about the size of what would be in a watch. Baby Iris eventually passed those items in her stool and was back to being what her mother considered her normal self. On June 25, 2023, during a visit, Bailey stated he left to go to the grocery store, and while at the grocery store he received a call from Alicia stating Iris was lethargic and that something appeared to be wrong. He told her to call 911 and immediately rushed home. Emily arrived to the house to see the EMTs resuscitating baby Iris. Iris' lifeless body was taken by ambulance to UPMC Jameson, where she was then airlifted to Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh. 4 days later, on June 29, 2023, Emily made the difficult decision to remove her baby girl off life support. After doctors advised Iris had no brain activity, the Allegheny County Medical Examiner's Office of Pittsburgh conducted the autopsy on June 30, the day after her death. It was determined Iris' blood was acidic and there was acid in her urine. The level of acetone in her blood was 0.32%, which is a lethal level in a child. For comparison, the lethal level in an adult is 0.04 to 0.05%. The medical examiner made the determination that baby Iris had ingested acetone due to the irritation to the esophageal and gastric lining. Iris' death was ruled a homicide by acetone poisoning. Interviews were conducted by police on Emily, Bailey, and Alicia. Search warrants were also obtained for their phones. Alicia's phone showed she researched online many different questionable things that pointed to her possible guilt. All of the searches were deleted from her phone but able to be recovered at the Allegheny County Mobile Forensics Unit, where full extractions of the phone was completed.
Further investigation revealed disturbing Google searches made by Owens in the 4 months leading up to the toddler's death, such as products that would kill a child, what you should do if your child drinks acetone, and how to pass a polygraph test. Salem says that months before the baby's death, the child also ingested water beads, button-shaped batteries, and a metal screw.
Alicia Owens is charged with 3 counts of homicide, 5 counts of aggravated assault, and 1 count of child endangerment in the death of 18-month-old Iris Alfera. She is currently incarcerated awaiting trial. May Iris rest in peace, and prayers to her family.
The Allegheny County Medical Examiner's Office discovered Iris died from acetone poisoning. Before she died, investigators say Owens researched online information on household products that could seriously harm or kill a child, including water beads, batteries, and nail polish. Months before Iris's death, Police say the baby was hospitalized after swallowing several water beads, batteries, and a metal screw.
We believe the water beads and batteries were one of her attempts at harming the child.
Owen's searches included beauty products that are poisonous to kids and medications leading to cause accidental poisoning deaths in children.
Just who poisoned baby Iris Alfera started to unravel when police discovered disturbing web searches on her boyfriend's girlfriend's phone that helped investigators zero in on the suspect.
I hope they rest in peace.
Signs that read "Justice for Baby Iris" have lined this street where she lived with her dad and his girlfriend Alicia Owens since her death 7 months ago. Today, with the arrest of Owens, neighbors believe justice has arrived.
If she did do it, she needs to go to prison. It doesn't make any sense what she did. You know, she had to be sick to be doing it.
Back in June, Iris Alfera was airlifted to Children's Hospital after being found unresponsive in her home. The medical examiner determined the baby died as a result of acetone poisoning, which caused organ failure. Her death was ruled a homicide.
It saddened the community. It angered us. A lot of people in the community were angry. They wanted immediate justice.
While police worked to find out who poisoned baby Iris, her family did everything they could to raise awareness to her case by holding vigils, even erecting this billboard in Newcastle. Then the investigation was blown wide open when police searched Owen's phone, which they say contained multiple incriminating web searches, including researching the effects of drinking acetone on a child.
Her phone searches were a crucial piece of the evidence against her, and they kind of matched up with the physical and the medical stuff that we found with the child.
Several months prior to baby Iris's death, Salem says there were other instances of abuse which were corroborated by Owen's web searches. In the spring of last year, the baby ingested numerous water beads, button-shaped batteries, and a metal screw, which police now believe was Owen's first attempt at killing her.
I'm glad we could bring some closure to the case.
Now, Chief Salem tells us her father was taken into custody and questioned, but ultimately released because he didn't have any knowledge of the abuse. Reporting live tonight outside of the Lawrence County Jail, Shelley Boards, KDKA TV News.